What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Xraypc here. I got you another video. I'm gonna be revamping my tier list. I was gonna upload my old one that I did from my stream, twitch.tv/Xraypc. By the way, I'm gonna be doing another stream in about like 6 to 7-ish hours, where we're gonna be grinding ranked really hard all day on Gundam Evolution. So I hope you see you there. I'll be doing diorama giveaways because I'm sponsored by Bandai Namco, so they got things for me to give away on stream. So let's get to the video. I wanted to do a tier list after playing the first day with all the complete new changes. We got to level 20. We grinded like 23 games now. Got to like see every single character, play every single character, or play other characters I didn't get to play. Obviously the 3 new ones that all of current 5. Well, I played Marasai and Axia obviously, but I didn't get to play the 3 new characters. But these ones are just guesses off how their kits are compared to literally everybody else's, and the potential. Like being an A is like, for when I haven't even used them yet, is like that's potential to like, my hero could be insane, or my hero could be down here, or my hero could just stay here and be like an above average insane character that in the right hands, or you know, whatever. But I'm gonna start from top to bottom and we're gonna go like that. So Dozel Zabi's Zaku II melee. His kit is just nuts. An invulnerability that you could probably, I'm pretty sure you could jump, use the invulnerability, move into the air, jump around the corner and unpop it, keep running. If somebody pops ult, you just pop invulnerability. Like if another Zaku melee just pops spin to win, just pop your invulnerability. Jump away, pop your invulnerability so you get away from it. He wastes it, he runs past you, then just unpop it and walk away. He took 0 damage. He has a damage reduction when he pops his armor like this. He builds his rage meter. His rage meter makes him do even more damage. I'm just gonna pop the website up so I can show y'all while I'm talking about it. Okay. So his auto attacks go through targets. So he has giant long range, or close-ish but medium-ish range. It says close, but I mean this is pretty far for a melee character, you know. Goes through targets, and then the rage. When you get your rage meter and you fill it up, you boost your attack power and get super armor, so you do even more damage. Like you're literally chunking. Like he literally almost killed them with like three auto attacks. His charges did like half as, like, I imagine, man. Look. There's auto attack, and literally only left both of them at like 1 HP, and they're literally like literally the easiest thing to hit. His guard raises arm as a guard unit, just reduces the damage, still takes damage. Perform a forward tackle while guarding, inflicts damage on struck enemies, knocks them back, and disables their shields. Also disables their shields, yeah, because it's the melee. Wow, so he could literally like be fighting an OG Gundam, RX-78 Gundam, like the OG Gundam character, and literally just disable shield forever, and you can't do anything. This guy can literally like, wow, okay. Here's his giant ult. Literally just starts spin to winning on everything. He doesn't get CC immunity in this, but if you pop rage and then do this, you have super armor from this. You get CC immunity when you pop this, and then you get increased damage for all your attacks. So like he literally and he's like stunning and knocking them back in a sense, like over and over again. It doesn't say stun, but when you're knocking things back, they can't do anything. Every time you get knocked back, it's literally just like the biggest inconvenience possible. Like you can't even like dash out of it. So if he's doing like near double damage of the move, like 50 to 70% more damage while ulting, while CC immune, and then maybe if you have a Methuss in that team and you Methuss boost him while he's ulting, it's literally like a team wipe every time. This is probably the closest thing to an Overwatch ult in the game. Survive, this is your immunity. Every time you take damage, you build rage meter in this. I think over here you also take, no, just this. So every time you take damage in this, you build rage meter. I'm not sure. Let me check this real quick. I want to see if you actually build rage meter. Yeah, you do. Actually, no. Wow, you get rage meter when you block. You do rage. I think you get rage when you do damage. Temporarily blocks all attacks and is rendered motionless, so you can't move. But what you could do is, I'm pretty sure you could jump into air, and while the momentum is carrying you, you pop this. A mighty swing. Oh, so large heat hawk shockwave. So this is the one where you just do a giant auto attack instead, but it's like a giant slash downwards. Has an ability. and it's a what, 8-ish second cooldown. Yeah, 8-second cooldown. So that's why he's up here. He's just insane. I don't know, that ult alone automatically, ult plus the rage and just how like easy he is to do his auto attacks. He's right there. Dom Trooper, he has been here at this spot forever. I think in the tech test I put him as number 1, or I think Sazabi I put him better. I can't remember, but this one's just better. I'm sorry. This one, I mean, like, these two are interchangeable because honestly it depends on what comp you're doing. Dom Trooper is a projectile based character, projectile based 1200 HP, tanky-ish support-ish character. I always say ish in this game because they're not like, every character is like an off support, an off tank, and DPS. That's literally the game. There's no true healer in this game. Even Methuss got like, I think he got a damage buff. Like, he actually can like 1v1 people and flank people and kill like the sniper by himself and then come back and start healing for you, you know? Like, I was using him and I actually started to like him a little bit. I still like Dom Trooper more and like more of the aggressive like support playstyle, but yeah, so he has projectiles. His AoEs do 30 less than tech test now, so he does 320 total damage, 220 AoE, 100 direct hit. So you just shoot the ground, it's 220 and it dissipates over time, and then it's 100 if you just hit as well to the body, so it does always do 320. So now you can just do, and your laser still does, this laser right here still does 500, it's never changed. So you could do like 2 auto attacks and then laser, and you'll kill like every 1000 health and below unit. I think it does 1100 damage too, 320, 640 plus 500, 1140. So yeah, you could literally kill every 1100 in health and 1100 health and below unit. You would need one more rocket to kill, or one more rocket or mines to kill anyone else. The mines, speaking of mines, they got buffed by 30 damage. They don't do 100 damage anymore, so that's awesome. I love that. Armor gun is still the same, it does like 330 now. This is what it used to do. It's like 500. It was a huge thing. It was a huge boost. It was too huge actually. So now they buffed this like 330, 350, so somewhere in the 300s, late 300s, which honestly is a fine nerf to me. I think it still does its job. I think it's a little bit more than unicorns, but single target. I think it should be at least 400 then. If it's unicorns, it's going to be like 300, but it's instant. He has a 350 instant boost, while unicorns is like a slow armor boost up to full, like to the 300, and then you keep it for a bit. And then his ult is just broken, bro. It stuns and knocks back over and over and over again. It boosts everybody's bonus. It gives everybody bonus HP, just like your armor ability, and increases their movement speed of you and your allies as well. And also disables shields too, because you're stunning. So you just or it's melee attack. So it's not really stunning. I always say stun because it's a knockback, and in knockbacks in this game, literally you just can't function. You can't even like dash while you're being knocked back in this game. You can't dash to the side while you're being stunned by a Dom. Like, if he continuously just in your face hitting you, like, it's over for you. And then he also blocks like all attacks from the front while he's doing that. So he's just his entire kit overall. That's all these characters have insane kits that keep him up here. I'm gonna do this. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, there we go. Unicorn, the same thing about like Dom, except he's an AoE healer and shielder, so it's more of a death bully character. Gatling gun, so it's close range, but also can be mid range if you aim down sights. I don't know if it slows you down when you pop your aim down sight with it. I'm pretty sure it does. So it's more for like you're just you're assisting your teammate to like finish a kill from decent range. I mean, you can kind of like jump, aim down sights real quick, and then just like jump to a good spot. Like, you could run, jump right here, and then aim down sights and melt that guy because you just juked him with your movement. But yeah, it does a lot of damage for a support. He has 800 health, but then he gets a 300 armor, so he has like 1100 health. Also has a passive heal, so he's just constantly healing everybody in a giant radius. This is the passive. Look at how big the passive heal is. Look, that's crazy. And imagine that distance in a gigantic circle around him. You literally are healing people constantly. You have a Methuss heal at all times. It's probably like 10% or like it's probably like 15% less than a Methuss heal. Maybe like 12%. It might be like 12% less than a Methuss heal, but you don't waste any cooldowns. It's just active all the time. You just have a heal all the time. That's just insane to me. All the time just healing. And then when you proc the ability, when you actually use that ability, it grants armor to everybody. You see how it's slowly gaining armor up to like about 300? No, more than 300. It went to like, wait. No, yeah. So I think it hit 1100 and then instantly started moving down. So I think it's just like, it's there to like kind of eat the peppering of damage. It's there to kind of be more sustaining, where Dom's is more of like a burst, where it lasts like shorter. This one lasts a little bit longer because it's a slow buildup. The ult from Unicorn goes to walls, giant AoE blast, crazy, insane. Like it hit 5 bursts and it can hit multiple targets at once because it's a gigantic AoE. Probably one of the best ults in the whole game, hands down. Shield funnel is you send, so what they call is bits in Gundam. So this character has bits. They're like the shields that you see spinning around him, and they can like shoot out, or in anime he can like use it as a shield and block bullets with it and things like that. In this game they just wanted it to be like a projectile, so all it is a projectile that he shoots forward and knocks him back and does some decent damage. But overall why he's S tier, and to me he's pretty much mandatory for Death Ball. If you want to run a Death Ball comp and just run people down as like a big group, you have to run him. If you are used to like maybe Paladins and from Grover or Lucio, like you would understand why you need a giant AoE healer for Death Ball. Let's go Axia. Axia is the let's say the ninja of the game, the Genji of the game, whatever game you come from that has like a ninja or like this type of character. 800 health, close range assassin, 3 dashes. Every assassin character has 3 dashes. You have your dagger as an auto attack. It hits effective all the way up to like mid range before it starts losing damage fall off, and it literally like all headshots can do like half of somebody's health. So, and from what I've heard is that this character hasn't lost that effectiveness. So GN sword, rush slash, move forward and strike an enemy unit, power and movement range, increase your with charge time. Targets are stunned at max charge. So this is your like pretty much main bread and butter. If you max charge it, you dash. I'm pretty sure it's like you dash through them. Oh no, you dash on the first. You stop on the first target. I could have sworn you dash through people. Oh, you know what? It's because when you pop ult, you get this beam saber ability. So what people would do is full charge this, hit you with the stun, pop this, instantaneously dash through you as well. Then you have to like flick backwards. They hit you with 2 abilities, and then they just hit you with like 1 auto attack to the head, and then you're done. And look at his auto attacks too. It's 1 motion of your arm, and it does the entire kunais. So it's pretty much, I think it's hit scan. Like I don't even see a projectile fly out of your hands. I think it's literally as long as you're aiming at the person, you hit the person. There is no projectile speed in this game for that character. This is your omnidirectional dash. This is also an omnidirectional dash. So you can just dash over walls all day. This one, when you pop ult, you get an extra use out of it. This one, you pop ult, you has a shorter cooldown and charge times are shortened. So you have faster cooldown. You hold right click for less time, and you get increased damage on it. All your ult does is just increases your abilities, like what they do and things like that. This is just your normal like kind of like little spin to win around your character. But then when you ult, and it stuns, and when you ult, it does this instead. It doesn't stun anymore, but you dash through the target, do more damage. So that's good, and it's now an omnidirectional dash. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 omnidirectional dashes, and then you have 3 built-in dashes. So you have 7 ground dashes and like 7 ground dashes and 4 omnidirectional dashes when you pop ult. The character has the biggest movement in the whole game. There's no character at the moment that will beat him in movement, other than maybe like a Dom Trooper popping ult and just flying through your whole team with all his teammates or something. That's like the only thing. Sazabi, pretty much like the most main tank in the game still, even with this melee Zaku existing, because melee Zaku is more of a DPS flank tank, like an actual off tank, whereas Sazabi is more like the big meaty shield boy tank that just sits there and just soaks up damage for your team forever. You don't really have like a crazy healer in this game that pocket him all the time, but like if you run like Dom Trooper Unicorn or Methuss Unicorn, like Methuss Unicorn, AoE heals all the time for him, and then Methuss can pocket him and just keep him alive for moments. And those two heals together would be good. Or always healing all the time, slowly, so at least he's like sustaining, and then he pops his armor thing where he sustains a little bit more. If the armor gets destroyed, like Dom, if he sees him in trouble, like 1 HP, you just pop a shield on him from like across the map. And then he has a shotgun that can like 2 to 3 hit every DPS in the game. He has an axe that stuns, so he could stun shields. He could get rid of shields. He can stun enemies. He could just get a free 2 hits on them. He can fly to his axe. He could just literally throw it over the point, fly up in the air, hover for a second to figure out who he wants to kill, drop on them, and kill them. But yeah, and then his ult is like a bunch of. Yeah, I'll show you his ult. I mean, everything else is pretty self-explanatory, you know. It's just due to the shotgun and the shield. He could, when he aims outside, he shoots behind, but he could shoot behind the shield. But oh yeah, he's a wall hack too. That's a pretty big thing. You have a wall hack. But I think he has to be people that's actually like in like front of you. Oh no, yeah. So it reveals them for a short time. Okay, so after you see them, you could look behind. You can see them behind the walls for a second. But here's homing boost. So you could throw your axe, hit somebody in the chest like this, and then just dash into them and start shooting them close range. Or you could do what this is, throw the axe in the air, and then while it's flying, and or if it sticks to something in the roof, you could just fly over to it and get like insane mobility with it. Or you could just dash an ally. You don't have to actually throw the axe every time. You can also just dash allies, which a lot of people don't do enough. RX-78 Gundam. RX-78 Gundam is the, a lot of people say OG Gundam, RX-78, or just in this game, I think it's just called Gundam. Because that's what he was just called in the anime. It says RX-78-2, or Gundam for short. Or you can say RX or something, you know, whatever you want to do. 1000 HP, 1000 HP, 1000 HP and 1000 HP shield. 2 dashes. He's a tank-ish character, but also a DPS. He has a shield. But mainly you just use it to kind of either get close to somebody or dip out of a fight real fast. He has a DMR. Hip fire is decent as long as you aren't spamming, and if you aim down sights, you have pinpoint accuracy. And he literally just melts at all headshots, bro. And he can get his ult super fast. His ult's a giant napalm like nuke. And then you have a hyper hammer, which is a stun, polarized knockback, gets rid of shields, and is like one of the biggest counters against Sazabi because it does so much damage. Does like 400 to 500 damage, and then it gets rid of the Sazabi shield, and you get like a free headshot or two, or at least his headshot and maybe like a body shot because the Sazabi will just dip out or something. But yeah, that's why I keep him here. He's just the all-around easy but broken character that I think will always be here unless they buff or nerf him, or if they somehow nerf every one of these characters and then he's just better like now or something. But I think he'll always just be at the top of A. I don't ever see him going down or above unless they nerf him or something. Pale Rider is just your soldier character. You have an assault rifle, you can aim down sights. He's really easy. 1000 HP, so you're decently tanky compared to 800 health units, but not really tanky compared to everyone else. He aims down sights, it's pinpoint accurate. He doesn't have to though. Hit fire pretty decent when you're close range. Your ult just gives you increased movement speed, increased damage with your gun, increased reload speed with your gun, and maybe increased attack speed, but I don't think so. I think it's just increased damage and increased reload speed. You have an EMP grenade, which you could literally barely toss in front of you. You have to literally be holding a choke and then throw the EMP grenade in there before they push. Because it stays there for a tiny bit, so you can catch them off with it, and it reduces their speed by like 35 to 40%. Hand grenade is just an instantaneous explosive that hits the ground, and then a repair pod is just an instantaneous heal that just you throw on the ground and it just heals everybody. You don't have to actually place it on the ground though, like Soldier 76 placed at your feet. You can just throw it. You could literally toss it if you want. So that's why I keep him here. He's overall like because of his easy use. And like how consistent his DPS always is. He's not doing like the most damage to the point where, oh my god, I'm freaking out. If you're a good team or if you're a good player, you can catch him off every time. I literally flank him as Dom Trooper. I literally flank both of these two as Dom Trooper as a 1-dash support. So here goes GM Sniper 2. GM Sniper 2 is still always going to be good even with the smaller hitboxes. You just have to be better at the game. People are freaking out because they made the hitboxes smaller, so they honestly thought that GM Sniper 2 wouldn't be that good. Yeah, he has 800 health. He only has one dash. If he gets dove on, it's pretty hardcore for him. They deal with it. But GM Sniper 2 literally can one-shot every character to the head unless they're armored. Unless Sazabi's armored. Sazabi, he can one-shot even Sazabi, but if Sazabi's armored, he cannot one-shot Sazabi. But obviously, if like an 800 health unit is armored, but only 350 armor, he always, well, they'll still get one-shotted because they even have less than still base Sazabi. And he gets one-shotted without armor. If you ult, which makes your ult makes it so you can literally see everyone through walls, and not just you, your entire team can now see everybody through walls. You could also aim one in midair and you have pinpoint accuracy. Also, I didn't even think before you could aim while in air, but now you can actually snipe in the air because of that. Jump booster, you have a little teleport on the ground. You also have Vulcan pods. Vulcan pods are excuse me, I'm so tired. I literally did like a sponsored stream, like 12 hours of gaming, and then be on Gundam Evolution's Twitch site on Twitch's side of it, and just streaming all day, dude. So I'm mega tired. His Vulcan pod is like your close range option. I'm not sure if it still does this damage. I honestly think it might have got a tiny bit of a buff, because I swear I never did this damage before, so I'm not sure if this is the video of its buff or something, because I swear it only did like 300 damage. Like, I actually used it in training range before, and I'm pretty sure I only did 300 damage with his Vulcan pods before. Recovery gun, revive a disabled ally. You could revive people from range. Yeah, so that automatically, because he's sniping, he's always gonna be in the back, and because now you have a range res, you're not useless anymore. If somebody dies hella far from you, there you go. So Methuss is like just the point blank healer, but he also is a flank, and he can also do decent DPS, especially with turret. His turret, I swear, got buffed, and he can attack people from miles away, and is the most annoying thing, because you literally can't even hear it sometimes when it's hitting you. You just hear your health draining, or you could hear it, but it's so off in the distance that you don't even want to care about it, but it's just been melting you, took like half your health away before you even got to realize. Or you could throw it behind it, like a weird spot in sight, so when they walk in, they don't even see it, like on towards their side. They have to like actually walk in room to turn to it. And then if they turn to it, you can just melt them, drop your explosive attack on them. Where is it? All right, there you go. 800 health too, 2 dashes, transformable unit because he could turn into a plane. That's a good selling point for a lot of people. He has 2 pistols. He has a revive. The turret, as I was talking about, which is just mega strong. Attacks people from mega far. Used to only be like melee range, dang near. Twin shots is like an AoE explosive that does a ton of damage. His ult is a like nano boost. It temporarily buffs the power of extra power of your teammates and makes them take less damage as well. And he can revive with his heal ability as well. I'm gonna go through these faster. Marasai has a hook, which got buffed. It was terrible in tech test. He has a DMR, which has insane range, better at medium to close, but it's still really good far. He has a knife ability where he slashes out forward and does a knife, so it extends stuns. So if you hook with Sazabi, it stuns them. All right, this one. So if you hook with Sazabi, it stuns them. If you while they're being pulled in, if you do beam blade, it stuns them longer. It stuns and then stuns longer, and then if you have it, your ult is a gigantic also stun. See, look at this range. Just pay attention to the range. He stunned this guy here. Now imagine the range here, but also here. So like from near the pillar to the near this pillar all the way to the left here. Somebody just actually subscribed to me while I was making a video. That's weird. But yeah, and then he has a DMR. You got him aim down sight so that if you want, or you could hip fire. He's like a DPS Red Hog. You have GM. GM is just a solid pistol support with a 1300 health shield, 800 HP, AoE heal, His ult is like a bunch of mines you can throw that track people, so at least it creates some disruption and pressure on zones. He has a shield bash that can set up your whole combo for you. If you hit shield bash into 2 pistol shots, they have like 10% HP left, so he's either your team finishes them off or you just hit one more pistol shot. Or you could throw either C4 in the corner, either that you know they're chasing you from, throw it on the ground while you're running, and then you pop it when they're about to hit the corner, and then just start shooting them a couple times. Shoot them like 2 times, and I promise you they'll probably die, or just shield bash them. And then you have the heal, AoE heal. You have Zaku II, which is kind of like your tracer. I've seen more people do insane with him now, but he's just so simple that I think just Axia's would be a better choice. Honestly, even then, like even Gun Tank is like a flank too, and I'd rather have Gun Tank, to be honest. Sometimes thinking about it, like Gun Tank's ult's better. Gun Tank's auto attacks don't miss, so you're just always doing damage. Gun Tank has a lot of burst damage because you can dash in behind somebody, block all their attacks so they can't even hurt you in the first place. You dash through them for a second, then auto attack, so you knock them forward after dashing, so you do like two hits of damage, and then you just right click, aim down sights, so you do more damage and focus on the target just in case somebody comes, and then you start wailing on them by just auto attack or auto aiming them to death, like literally auto aim. Oh, also he revives faster. He has an instant revive, which is insanely clutch. Also has 1200 health, is super tanky, and then has 2 dashes. So he's tanky and also has 2 dashes, so he stays alive longer. Oh, his ult is freaking plane, dude. You had to ride this RCXD plane, and it literally goes just one shots. I think I've killed like 3 people with it, and our teammate killed like 4 people with his before, like in the our ultimate in the tech test, the people we played with in the tech test. His name's Rose Knight. He was a sniper main that would switch to gun tank. Dude was lit on the gun tank. Mahiru. I said I even skipped Mahiru. My bad. I didn't even notice him there. My bad, Mahiru. He's just like a grenade launcher character. His ult looks insane. The movement looks really good. I can't really say much on him yet. Like he's probably the one that I just don't really know yet. He's either gonna be here, or here. I have no idea till tomorrow, so I'm just gonna keep him here. Or not tomorrow, maybe like 2 days from now. Oh yeah, because like I guess tomorrow it is about 3:40 a.m. So Barbatos is you guys already talked about gun tank. Barbatos is, I think Barbatos is bad now, man. That's why I put him there. Every Barbatos we went against literally just missed every right click, missed every auto, or like we're missing auto attacks because they just missed the right click. They didn't know what to do. They thought, oh, I can just hit my one-shot combo and that's all I gotta do. Now they actually gotta work harder because they nerfed his. I swear they nerfed his because they did a lot of nerfs, a lot of buffs, nerfed a lot of melee auto attacks, did a lot of like changes, tweaks to what skills and everything, ultimates or whatever. So I'm pretty sure they nerfed his right click. They nerfed the AoE radius of this move, so it's hard. You have to be literally like on top of them to do full damage and full stun. Their ult's still broken, I think, so does the same thing. If you hold the charge, if you hold it all the way, yes, you could still do like a near one-shot combo on people, but you have to be literally like, see how like I guess he's doing it through both of them, but like there's moments where like you would dash, somebody doesn't move, and you would slam, and they barely move like 2 steps, bro, and you miss. I've done this so many times to people as a Barbatos. I just go like this. That's all I do in Dom Trooper. I just dash, I just move like to the right once. And because the extra movement built into Dom Trooper, because he could skate, I forgot to say that, he literally can skate around. He has a built-in extra step with every step because he skates when he moves. So literally you just walk 1 step, and then the extra step you get moves you out of the range every time for this guy. He does have a leap that resets on kill, so if you leap up to the high ground, take out their sniper real quick, you could instantly leap again and get out of the fight. Longsword is a slam, or if you kill someone, it automatically just insta kills them. So like Barbatos, I mean, he could move up, end up here maybe, but I still think he's just down here. I think he's more of a balanced character. A good Barbatos, great. A bad Barbatos, horrible. An okay Barbatos, he's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh my gosh, everybody and their mama is literally the best at Barbatos apparently. You know, I don't think it's like that anymore at all. None of us thought that. Even the guy who mained Barbatos, who came to play with us, try out with us a little bit. Asshimar, let's talk about Asshimar real quick. Burst gun, right click's a burst, left click's a burst. Right click is like a faster, bigger damage burst. Powerful long range burst. It's like probably like 5% more damage. I don't know. You can right click, left click though, and you have no accuracy loss in the air. His ult is just a giant dash through punch thing that stuns and knocks everybody back. I think it also deflects attacks as well. You can turn into a plane. You can shoot while in the plane form, and you can also ult, or you can tether to somebody to heal and ult while you're in plane form. Oh yeah, no. Well, yeah, you can ult in plane form. I don't know. I'm tired. I was thinking of Methuss. And then napalm grenade. I mean, that thing's good for OBJs. At any other time of use, I've never really seen it used because because it's so hard to hit. So I mean, like, this is all up to you. He's a character where if you're good, you're over here. If you're insane, I've seen people just do like 60 kills a game average with him. But until then, like, most people would be like right here. Turn A. He's a sleeper pick. He got his grab buff. He has an ability where he can grab people and throw them backwards, and they're stunned for like 3 seconds or something. It's really long stun, but it's so hard to get off the grab from what I've seen when I watch people play. I thought they said they fixed it. I feel like the fixes didn't come in because I don't know, man. I played him in the shooting range, and I was like, man, I can see why you guys are not liking this. I feel like his grab isn't working properly, like as what it's supposed to be. It feels like the old grab. It was supposed to be like longer distances you could end or something, and then I don't know. Also, he could heal himself, so his ult is the butterfly thing. Man, his ult's terrible. I don't know. He needs a buff on his ult. His left click is a DMR. His right click is a railgun that you charge, and now you can shoot through multiple targets. AoE damage, I guess, for you. Other than that, I mean, like, because his grab didn't get buffed like I thought it would, because like they said, and his ult's still the same old thing. It's just, there's never really a moment unless they're fighting in the open. Like, anytime if they push down here and fought you, you literally wouldn't be able to use ult properly. They would just shoot you out of the sky. Yeah, that's my tier list. I don't want this video to be even longer than it already is. It's already 31 minutes. I'm gonna be putting this on YouTube for y'all. Please go to my Twitch as well. I'm gonna be streaming later in ranked. I hope everybody has a great day, and stay solid out there. Make sure you hit the notification bell, please, so you can stay up to date with all my videos, because if you don't do it, I mean, I guess, like, you know, because the algorithm, it doesn't really promote it to you at all, and then sometimes it actually unsubscribes you from people. I've been unsubscribed for so many people, and be like, wow, I haven't seen a video from this guy in like a year, man. And I'm like, man, he finally put a video out, and I look, and it's like 30 videos I missed. I'm like, and then I look, I'm unsubscribed. After I click on a video. So yeah, that would be awesome. You guys do that, and yeah, see you guys later. Hopefully you're in my stream later, and I'll drop the tier list in the description as well. Maybe you could also maybe make your own tier list and post it in my Discord. I'll be posting the competitive Discord in the comment section down below and the description. You can find your teammates in there for ranked and things like that. Competitive, we're hosting a tournament as well. If you guys want to get into that tournament, just sign up. It's $25 entry for the whole team, not per person. Sometimes I think right now it says like because how Match Arena does it, it's supposed to be payment per person, but we didn't want people paying $5 each and then have to get like people like maybe later. But right now for this one, well, all you have to do is message us admins, and then we can get you into the tournament. Mainly Craze. I'm gonna be a player in it. I'm just trying to help him with the sign up, so he's not by himself while struggling. But all right, I hope everybody has a nice day, and thank you for watching this tier list. Please comment if you disagree.